Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, Johnny Sports, and welcome back to the Leeds United Career Mode. This is episode 7. There we go. That is Icelandic for 7, and hopefully I pronounced that one right. Now, in the last episode, I asked you guys to help me out with a few things, especially with pre-contract signings, because I told you I don't have any money in the budget. I told you. And still, the top liked comment on the video was from Skinny Pines, and it said, sign Abraham, he's a striker with a lot of pace and potential to 85. He's at Bristol City, I think. Now, assistant coaches, I put him onto the short list, but it just doesn't make any sense right now because I don't have the money to buy him. I just don't want to give away Wood like that. He is a good striker. I wouldn't do a straight swap for a player like Tammy Abraham, even though in the future he might be better than Chris Wood. I don't think that's the right move to do right now. This season, Chris Wood will remain our striker, but apparently there was no one on pre-contract for the striking position because you guys just didn't suggest any. And we will move on to, actually, you guys definitely suggested some in the comments down below. I read through a lot of them, but they just wouldn't fit. Like Abu Bakar at Leeds United, I didn't really feel like that would be the right decision to make. Now, moving on to the next comment, it says, Johnny, look for free agents again. You might find someone amazing like Johnny can see. Now, I did look at the free agents, and there is literally no one, apart from a guy whose name is Lorenzo Insigne. It is not the guy from Napoli. That's his name. It's apparently a regen that just by chance had the same name as the player from Napoli. But apart from that, there was nothing there, so it didn't really make any sense to go after any free agents. Now, I personally have now looked up a couple of players that I can buy on pre-contract. For the right back position, I found Antonio Valencia, who's 32 now, so he probably did go down in his statistics. Or Andy Nahar, who is 24 years old, plays for RSC Anderlecht. And I would have loved to get Valencia, but the fact that he's 32 years old makes me think it is probably not going to be worth it. So I will remove him from my shortlist right now, because by the time he joins us, he could be 33. This guy could possibly be like 25 years old. So Andy Nahar, we will go ahead and offer a contract right here for him, and hopefully he will be a decent player for us in the future. And these pre-contract signings are really important for us, because if we do want to sell on a couple of players in the next transfer window, we have to bring some people in right now on pre-contract to make some money with the players that are left in the next transfer window. Now, in this episode, we are in the FA Cup against Shrewsbury, and let's be honest, we shouldn't be losing against them away. And after that, we have a couple of, hopefully, transfer deals to make throughout these days. We will be in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup against Hull City, and also up against Arsenal and Sunderland in the upcoming days. At first, let's sim the game against Shrewsbury and see what we can do. Against Shrewsbury, we will have to auto-replace the player with the red card, which is Vieira, I think, or yeah, it was Vieira, and we will be playing with this squad right here. Hopefully they'll be able to get a victory. I am not really expecting to lose against them, but anything is possible in the FA Cup, where, I mean, the smallest teams like Lincoln just go through and beat bigger clubs. So here we go. It's a 2-0 victory for us. Emre Mor and Ryan goal scored. No injuries on our part. Perfect game. Hoping that Nahar will be responding quite soon. I believe he will respond on the day that we play against against Hull City, and he says he doesn't want to leave his team right now. So we will have to offer 25k, crucial first team player. I will go up to 30, but anything above that, I really would have to think about it. We got some prize money, and Justin Kluivert wants to talk about his wages. Wow, wages. There we go. And we'll have to offer him a new contract, because obviously Kluivert is a huge part of this team right now, especially coming off the bench. He has been incredible for us. 15k. He also wants to extend his contract by 1 year. Important first team player. If he accepts that, that'll be fine. If not, we will have to go for crucial first team player as well. Now, the EFL Cup is kind of important to us right now because we don't really have any big opponents left. As you can tell on the left-hand side, Southampton will be going through. probably. And the first match is away against Hull City, and the away matches count a lot, so we will be playing this match and try to beat Hull City with this team right here. Is Ravel Morrison still gone? I believe he is. He's gone for a long time, as you guys know. From the last episode, he picked up a really horrible injury, and it will take him quite some time to get into the team again. Ryan Gold replacing him. He's doing a good job. We are in the KCOM Stadium. Hull City is hopefully not really on form. Our team definitely is on form. We have had a great episode last time around, especially Ronaldo Vieira pulled off some amazing things for our team. We beat Chelsea in this competition, so we are definitely the favorites going into this match right now. High pressure play from our team, and it does work out for us. Now into Vieira. Vieira will have to look for someone to pass it into. He doesn't find anyone. Now Britcut has to join in into the attack. Britcut, good pass into Wood. Wood still goes through. Wood finishes it. Oh no, I was celebrating already. I shouldn't have taken my controller, my hand off the controller. That was the chance for our team to go ahead against Hull City. Instead, we are now struggling still to get that first goal in. Now, in the 76 minutes, we are making a couple of changes. There was no pause in the game, so I couldn't really make any changes. It is Mbappe joining in behind Wood. Cox down the left-hand side and Kluivert over down the right. We hopefully will get just one chance within those 14 minutes that are left and then score a goal. Now, Hull City on the last attack of the game. We will get this one away, and that should be the referee blowing the whistle. 90 minutes without a goal against Hull City away. As you can see, I only had 2 shots, so probably not too many highlights from this game. We hit the post once, and we just couldn't get past their defense. Now, assistant coaches, it's the battle of 6th against 7th now. Arsenal against Leeds United. And for the top scoring list, it is not looking good for Wood. I just hope that he will make it into the top 5. That would be good enough for me personally. But I don't really think that he will be winning that title anytime soon. Now you can see a lot of teams have gotten past us, and this would be quite an important match for us. After that, we have Sunderland and Hull City once again, both matches at home. And during that time, hopefully Nahar will accept the transfer offer that we made for him, the contract offer. Now we will go ahead into the match against Arsenal and just hope to get this victory for our team and get those 3 points. I believe last episode we played against them, it was a 2-1 victory, something like that. So let's try and do that again. We are now in the Emirates as the guest team, and it is raining for once. That never really happens in my career mode videos, because normally I always change the weather, but now it is raining. We have to play in these conditions. Leicester City still in the top 4. Liverpool moved up into the 3rd position. United in the 2nd spot. Now the league table is looking a little bit more realistic. We will just go ahead and try our best against Arsenal, who now actually decided to play with their best players, I believe. Yep, Lacazette at striker. I saw Petr Cech in goal as well. Santi Cazorla in there. This will be an interesting one. Now, I never really scored from these, so don't expect anything to come off of this. Actually, it did go towards the target, so that counts as our first shot in this game. And Javi Martinez is making some mistakes right now. We will be playing this one back. Ah, no, that didn't happen. This is going to be a tough one. Santi Cazorla now runs through. Santi. Oh, they shoot, and that's a difficult one to save for our team. Greco did well in the 25th. Roof, great turn actually. I thought he went into the out. Mbappe. Mbappe shooting. What a horrible shot. Now, Roof, good job. Turn. I couldn't get these passes in. Oh, that's a good one. Here goes. Down the right. Who is that? That is Kluivert. Kluivert shoots. It does end up on the keeper. Oh, Ryan Gold, what was you trying to do there? Here we go with Joe Gomez. Huge pass into Vieira. Now Mbappe to run through against Mustafi. Mbappe runs through. Mbappe, no way. That last turn didn't work out for us. Now still on the ball. Kluivert. Cuts outside. Looks for Vieira. Vieira to put it back into Kluivert. I just can't get past the defense. Every time I'm trying to push through, it's just not working out because they have so many good defenders in there. So we have to try it a different way. We have to play it like this and then smack it in every time we get a chance to. Mbappe doesn't hit the target. He has not been good this season. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I can't get a freaking pause. Nothing is working out for me. I can't even sub in new players. Now Roof to make his run down the right. He doesn't have the pace enough to get past these players. Now Vieira into Mbappe. Mbappe to brick cut. I can't get it past them. I can't score. What the heck? How did I miss that? Even when I get lucky, I can't put it past the keeper. What a horrible finish from Britcut. If we had anyone else in there, we could have potentially scored. Now, it is Phillips coming in. Cox down the left. And Emre Mor, even though he doesn't really seem to be very fit, he's still more fit than Kluivert down the right at the moment. Hopefully we get this one. Please, guys, let's not concede right now. What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. How was he able to take a shot like that? Pass it. Yes, good one. No, ref, why would you blow the whistle? I had two people down the left-hand side, man. Just one pass and we would have been through there. It's another 0-0 draw. I'm really sorry, guys, but I haven't been able to score goals so far. It's really upsetting. Something is not right in the team right now. Kluivert now moves up to 76, guys. That is at least something that we can take a look at and be happy after everything that has happened so far in this episode. And his stamina finally moved up to the 70 rating, so he's actually usable now. Kluivert accepted the contract offer, and on top of that, Andy Nahar accepted the pre-contract offer. We will be signing him right now. We also sold Coyle, so we got around 800k added into our transfer budget. We will transfer a lot of that now into our wage budget and see if we can still pull off one more pre-contract deal somehow. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it. Around 40k would be sick. Assistant coaches, after doing some research, I have finally found someone that can play in a lot of positions in midfield. He can play centre midfield, he can play centre attacking midfield, right midfield, left midfield. Javi Espinosa would be the ultimate all-rounder for our team. And just because of that fact, I will now try and get him into our squad for 25k. He would be a quite decent signing. He starts off at the rating of 76. Probably could move up to around 80. Let's see what we can do on this deal. If we can sign him as well on pre-contract, we would have Espinosa, Nahar and Keane joining us next season. Now let's move on and see if he does accept. We have the Sunderland match coming up quite soon. We got some tournament prize money coming in right there as well. And the first monthly scouting update, looking for any type of player for our team. Technically gifted, I believe, was what we were looking for in Portugal. Javi Espinosa joins us, guys. Trust me, he will be a great all-rounder for our team and someone that we will probably hold on to until the end of the career mode because he can play in so many positions. So he never really runs out of opportunities to make it into the starting lineup. I am planning on using him as a centre attacking midfielder if Ravel Morrison gets injured, or as a centre midfielder if anyone there gets injured. So he is the perfect player to buy for our team. And I'm kind of proud that I found him now. So on the scouting update, do we find anything good? 68 to 94 seems decent, but terrible overall rating right now. 70 to 94, Agostinho Madeira. Madeira, isn't that like the island where Ronaldo is from, if I'm not mistaken? We will be signing this guy right here. And the rest of those guys will have to wait until they show up with a better overall rating. Now we are up against Sunderland. We are still above the positions where I thought we would end up this season, which is 8th to 12th. Right now in the 7th spot. A victory against Sunderland would really help us out here. I'm expecting a goal from Wood because he hasn't scored in a long time. But I kind of also feel like Emre Mor could be scoring here. Bam! 2-2. Emre Mor with 2 goals actually. and Gray scored against us. That was the guy that I mainly wanted on pre-contract this season, but he joined Sunderland, so we couldn't get him into our team. He's a really solid player on FIFA 17, so if you guys need a striker that is OP, get yourself Gray. On to the last match of the episode. Once again, we are up against Hull City. First match ended 0-0. This one is not ending 0-0. Emre Mor and Kluivert in the starting lineup. Mbappe up top because Chris Wood is apparently on a red card. Guys, wish me luck. Britcut leading the line as the captain in this team right now. We don't really have a captain figure apart from him in this starting lineup. A lot of youngsters. What is that black stuff that is coming out of his kit down his chest? I don't know. We might be playing against cyborgs. I have no idea. Justin Kluivert still running. He is now trying to achieve an assist for his team as Mbappe takes the shot. Once again, we hit the post. Ryan Gold. This episode already, we have hit the post twice. And I believe both times were against Hull City, if I'm not mistaken. Kluivert now with the cross. Are you kidding me? Ryan Gold into Emre Mor now. Emre Mor with the pace. Now into Britcut. Britcut. Ryan Gold got taken down. And Mbappe doesn't get those shots into the top corners for some reason. I don't know why. He is trying to get this one into the center. Taylor, obviously not the guy you want on these. Taylor gets it back though. He shoots again and he smacks it in. He doesn't really smack it in. He just lobs it. And I don't know, it was a lob slash shot slash finesse. I don't know what happened right there. But Taylor is left-footed as far as I'm concerned. So because of that, he couldn't really take that shot properly. And he put it into the top right corner with his right foot. The defender was making his tackle. We're now 1-0 up and we could potentially make it into the EFL Cup finals against Southampton if we win this game now. Ooh, this is terrible. This is terrible. They shoot in the 82nd. Luckily, Klukas' shot gets deflected. They have a lot of tall players, but they decide to play that one short. They play it back again, down the center now. Great cut, huge steal. Now Ryan Gold onto the counter-attack. Here we go, boys. Mbappe. Mbappe on the run. Come on, finish this. You gotta finish this, mate. I am freaking done. I have hit the crossbar so many times today. Like the crossbar and the post. 3 times in this episode already. Within 3 matches. My finishing, man. Hopefully next episode it will not be like this because this is not good enough. We have made it into the finals of the EFL Cup, and if we win that one, keep in mind, if we win the EFL Cup, we will have a spot where we can actually qualify for the Euro League, and that would be a big thing for Leeds United. Obviously, I didn't want to go ahead and get into like the top 6 this season already with Leeds United because yes, that kind of would be unrealistic, and yes, that would shorten this series. So instead of shortening the series, I decided to shorten this season, and by doing that, we will have the time to grow our team to a level where they actually can qualify themselves for EuroLeague in the upcoming season because they are good enough. Not because I'm a really good player, but because the team is good enough. But right now, this situation is looking good. I would love to win the EFL Cup, and I wouldn't have anything against the qualifiers of the Europa League game in the next season because we are not really getting it through the league. We are doing it through upsetting everyone in the English football community and making it through into the next round, round after round, and now we are in the finals against Southampton, which will be quite an interesting match in the end. Honestly, guys, I want to concentrate myself on the EFL Cup. The FA Cup might be more prestigious, but the FA Cup, I don't really think that we can go through into the next rounds because it tends to be a lot more Premier League teams in this. So we will sim this one against Brentford with a team that isn't really fit. It is only a 1-day layoff between the game that we just played and the one against Brentford right now. Still, it's a 3-1 victory, but Gomez got injured. Mamaev has to play once again. Now let's take a look at this. How long is he gone for? 8 weeks. That's basically like the season done for Joe Gomez. And that was probably my mistake. I could have changed a couple of positions. But you know what? Gomez has done well this season, and a lot of people want to see Mamaev play. So Mamaev will now be in the starting lineup and Belushi on the bench. He has been a really solid centre-back for me, a left footer, so we'll put him onto the left-hand side. Oh, we got a transfer offer now for Murphy, who is a 69 rated 28-year-old centre midfielder. I am definitely accepting that straight away. Luke Murphy, goodbye. And with that money, we could potentially bring in one more player on pre-contract. But I don't want to change up the team completely, so I will keep that for upgrading the wages of some players in our team to keep a hold of them. And currently, Leeds United is in the 8th position right now. This is the spot I think would be perfect for us this season. Wow, voice cracks are mad lately. Let me drink some water. So yes, we are in the 8th position, and Leeds United will be trying their best to keep a hold of that spot. Arsenal, Swansea City, Watford, Leicester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, and also Chelsea ahead of us. It seems like Chelsea will probably win the title if Liverpool or Manchester United don't really turn up anymore. Manchester United definitely has an amazing squad, as every season they are buying some of the best strikers out there. I can already imagine that they bought Griezmann, Suarez, Lukaku, Kane, Dybala, all of those guys. Aubameyang, sorry, I forgot about him. Now, Everton still, though, at the bottom of the league, 11 points off Southampton. It actually looks like they will get relegated. Now, here's the question for you assistant coaches on today's voting. I just want to make sure, are you okay with the fact that I want to sim through a lot of these games coming up right now, because we are currently in a position where we won't get relegated, and I will definitely play the match against Southampton. That is the one that I want to play. But apart from that, guys, we definitely have a lot of matches ahead of us that don't need to be played. We don't need to get into the top 6 already in this season. We can just focus on upgrading our players, training them to a really high stat, and next season to attack the league properly. And also bring in a couple of beasts in Kane, or Keane, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Nahar, and also the player that can play in every single position, Espinosa. I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know in the top right corner, guys. Are you okay with the fact that I want to sim a lot of games this season to get through this season a bit quicker, but also to prolong this series in total? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. In the end, we finally got a victory after hitting the woodwork 3 times. And yeah, that's about it. Looking forward to your decision. Take care. Peace.